Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and you can stop messaging me about this. Wes did a video about this yesterday, and I got 18 million people going like, because apparently Sex and the City is my favorite show ever. When it's just a show I watched for 7 seasons and 2 movies, and then 3 more seasons. But technically, I didn't see all the seasons because when I got the box set from Patrick Henry Village Base Library over there in Heidelberg. I believe it was season 5. Um, I believe it was a short season, and also it just not all the that's how DVDs were. It's funny how there's this thing to like talk about everything in the past like it's perfect. Like Blockbuster was perfect, DVDs were perfect. You would just get a DVD and it just wouldn't work all the time. Uh, but yeah, one of the seasons it just didn't work for like half the episodes, and I was just like, I never circled back. So apparently, it's not my favorite thing since I never circled back. It was the guy from Office Space. He was the love interest. But anyway, over here on Pop First, DC's answers to Sex in the City is here, and Siren's Love Hurts turns Gotham's femme fatales into romance icons. Siren's Love Hurts will be DC's version of Sex in the City. So Chris Arant here, who did a very long 10 minutes. I know 10 minutes is not a long time, but when it's, and again, I'm not trying to shame people who are healthy at every size, but I just feel like
Queen. I love it.
when Europeans
But
see this,
different stage of their love
they're just
life.
like,
Wear
nobody's
costumes
wondering what
at a
country they're
bar,
from. They're
at a
like, oh,
DC
look
bar,
at the two Americans.
and I get to.
So basically, there's a Black Label miniseries. As far as I can tell, it's 4 issues because they showed 4 different covers for it. Well, that's for number 1. There's also a page just for it in general. So it's written by Teeny Howard. Yeah, but it's drawn by Babs Tarr, who can be quite good. The problem is, this is an Obama era book that's going to come out 10 years 10 years after his reign ended. So it feels, this isn't one of those like, okay, I was wrong before, but this DC comic actually will kill you. Actually, no. It's just one of those things. It's like everything in here is so old. It feels like it should be in a time capsule. You know, buried at the New York Comic Con. It's just like Babs Tarr, Teeny Howard, Sex in the City. It's like, ooh, this is very old stuff. This is just creaky and ancient. So the thing is, this news is actually very old news. Nobody noticed and nobody cared. This was announced October 11th, almost 2 months ago. And a lot of the art was shown, and just nobody cared because there was a time and place. Babs Tarr, you might say, oh, she sounds familiar. If you remember this very cosplay centric Batgirl, this was a legitimate phenomenon. When it came out, this was it was huge. It was getting mainstream news. Basically, what they did is a lot of fake geek girls were discovering comics because of the MCU. So, I mean, rather savvily at the time, they said, let's make the most cosplayable costume ever. Like just basic sewing skills, thrifting, and you can make this comic, or you can make this costume. And it was very successful in that regard. It almost immediately got hampered by cancel culture, which is funny because it was being pushed by, we need diverse audiences, we need diverse creators, but immediately uh, Batgirl was tarred and feathered by the cancel culture creeps, because in one of the issues there was a drag queen who was a villain, and gay people can't be villains unless they're like successful villains. He was an unsympathetic villain. By the way, I finally watched well, not even a full episode, a half episode. I only got like 5 minutes into the first episode of Welcome to Derry, but I've been hearing good things, and there was a lot of lore, as they say in the Rippaverse, um, in this latest episode. So I started to watch it, and like, holy shit, it was fucking terrible. All of the kids were terrible actors, and every single black person is a saint. I mean, just like a saint. And it was like, this is, oh man. Because I heard some people complain about that. I was like, oh, they're just the usual suspects. It's like, sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's true. Um, Whoever is the showrunner is just terrified of black people because they all talk like, hi, let's go to school. After school, I'm going to go to work and work very hard. Oh no, there's some racists over there. I hope they don't burn us. Oh, they're burning us. Darn it. Like, every black person in that show acts like no black people in the history of black people have acted. Let's just say I believe their reactions to a demonic clown would be more animated. And let's just leave it there. But anyway, getting back to the preview, it's what do you think it is? Slice of life, romance. Okay. Wes actually had a good point when he said there's always been a place for stuff like this in comics, and it was in subplots. So just reading it is, I don't know, it's pretty. It's like I said, it's not that it's like super cringe. It's just like, God, this is so Obama. Um, Harley, Ivy, Catwoman, and Black Canary, brought to you by fan favorite creators Teeny Howard and Babs Tarr. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? There actually is. Oh, and then Babs Tarr again. There was like a trend on Twitter or something like that to draw a person of yourself, a super Sona. So draw yourself as a superhero. She drew a very idealized version of herself, but gave herself a tan, and that was that they claimed she was trying to be black. It was ridiculous. It was for this woman. Um, uh, I just censored a joke in my head. Uh, but anyway, so the copy is just, introducing Gotham's most eligible bachelorettes for at least a little while longer. First, there's Catwoman, who's been playing cat and mouse with her two favorite boy toys, Bruce Wayne and the Dark Knight himself, Batman. Next up, Harley. Okay. There, time and place. There was a period of time where DC would have put out some Tonka bonds, and they would have had Brian Wood write it, and it would have been like this. Back when Sex in the City was actually a thing, you could say like, oh, this is like Sex in the City in the DC universe. I think that show started in like 1999. Like it's creaky old. Um, but yeah, so it's sassy girls with attitude dating in the big city. It's like, oh boy, written by Teeny Howard. So, and apparently, like I was talking to some friends, and I was like, when was this greenlit? But apparently, if you read the article, and there's this one. So it's like one. So the guy basically says this is like Sex in the City, and she's like, oh my god, yeah, because you can't just be like, bro, how old are you? Like, that's an old ass show. That show's from like 26 years ago. Um, so when he says it's like Sex in the City, Babs Tarr says Sex in the City is a great comparison. We got Catwoman and Batman as the Mr. Big and Carrie. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are kind of like falling in love, maybe in it. And then Dina's just got engaged to Oliver Quinn. She calls him Oliver Quinn. At some point you can say, oh, it's just a brain fart. And another time you can say, fake geek girl got into the industry because of the MCU and all the other fake geek girls. This one is legitimately talented as an artist. Uh, so they have the quote, and then the guy says, he's tried, I don't know, man. There's this whole like cohort in comics of like these super fat guys married to women who pretend to be gay. They're like sassy gay. So this is him. Catwoman absolutely has some powerful Carrie energy, so that checks out. Though we'd argue that Absolute Batman is more likely to be called Mr. Big. The big question is who is going to fill the role of Samantha? Our money is on Harley Quinn. That little bundle of chaos is going to steal the show no matter what happens with the... Oh, actually, that's ChatGPT. ChatGPT is gay and it wants to kill you. Anyway, I will flip through it because I am a fan of Babs Tarr's art. I think the problem with Teenie Howard is they don't realize, like, the editors who hire her, who have, like, elephant in the room, she's a pleasant and physically attractive woman, so that's why she gets work. I'm not implying anything beyond that, but that's why she gets work. She's a personality hire. We don't have any relationship with her, so it's just a really bad writer again. Like, it literally should say that. By the creative team of a really bad writer, in brackets again, and Babs Tarr comes some 2008 Obama shit. These are Obama comics. It's Obamanomics. And, sorry, I'm trying not to make any fat jokes, but, like, can I just say vaguely, as a society, not focusing on the two people in this video, can we tighten it up a little bit? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't need no Ozempic, just a little bit. The package of Pop-Tarts has 2 in there. You don't need both of them, just one. Share the other one. Anyway, thanks for watching.